Okay, hi guys. I'm going to record the Zoom meeting because it doesn't look like anybody's going to be in this lesson. But just remember, every day I'm going to be on Zoom at 8:30, 2:30, 1:30, and 2. Okay, it might change. I might decide to change it from 1 and 1:30, but we'll see. Okay, so for now, I'm going to start this Zoom lesson, which is telling time. Okay, so we're going to do a unique lesson on telling time. But first, let's watch this video about telling time.
Cool, it's field day. How can you tell time to the half hour? There's a lot of fun stuff planned today. What time is it, Moby?
Oh, look at
When
the
you
sketch.
split something in half, you divide it into 2 equal parts. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. Since half of 60 is 30, there are 30 minutes in a half hour. So when the minute hand is on the 6, it's 30 minutes past the hour. Let's see. What time is it now? First, look at the hour hand, which is halfway between the 8 and 9. That means it's halfway between 8 and 9 o'clock. Then look at the minute hand, which is pointing to the 6. So it's 30 minutes past 8, or 8:30. You can write the time using numbers and a colon. What time is the three-legged race? The hour hand is between the 9 and 10, so it's halfway between 9 and 10 o'clock. The minute hand is pointing to the 6, so it's 30 minutes past the hour. The race is at 9:30. What time is lunch? "12:30. You can also say 12:30 because it's a half hour past 12 o'clock. I can't wait for the sack race.
Okay, so there is a video about telling time to the hour and the 30-minute and quarter hour, which is 15 minutes. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go to our telling time on Unique. Okay, it's in our monthly lessons. Okay, then we scroll down to lesson 23, schedule and time. Okay, now we're going to look at this guide for telling time. So here's our clock. This is our analog clock, okay? An analog clock means it's just a clock that has the hands. It has an hour hand, which is the shorter hand, and the minute hand, the longer hand, okay? So first,
find the hour.
So find the hour
look at the small hand,
which is the red hand.
What number is it pointing to?
What number is it pointing to?
This is the hour. If it is between 2 numbers, pick the smaller number.
Okay, so if it was here between 7 and 8, you would say it's 7. Okay, but right now it's not between. It's right on. It's pointing right to the 7.
7.
Okay, now
find the minutes. Look at the big hand,
which is the blue one.
What number is it pointing to?
What number is it pointing to?
Start at 12. This is 0 minutes. Count by 5 to each number. This is the minutes.
Okay, so for minutes, we count by 5. So if we started here, 7, this is 7 o'clock, 7:00. Okay, and then 7:05, 7:10, 7:15.
15.
7:15. So the time it's showing now is 7:15. Okay, so we are going to go to our telling time. Page, and we're going to look at the analog clock. Okay, so let's look at this page.
Mary Beth rides the bus to the Fall Sports Festival at 10:30 a.m. Choose the clock that shows the time.
Okay, so she goes on the bus to the Fall Sports Festival at 10:30 a.m. Which clock shows the time? Okay, so let's look at this. Is it the first one?
11:30
Oops, I
a.m.
didn't mean to pick that. The first one, which shows the hour hand pointing close to 11 and the minute hand pointing to the 6. Or this one, where the hour hand is pointing close to the 10 and the minute hand pointing to the 6. Or is it this one, where the hour hand is pointing to 10 and the minute hand is pointing to 12? Well, let's see. So we need to find 10:30. Let's look at the first one. Okay, so the hour hand is pointing closest to 11. See, it's slightly between 11 and 12. Remember, we go to the smaller number.
11:30 a.m.
Which is 11, okay? And then the minute hand is pointing to the 6, which is 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it's 11:30. Is that 10:30? No. How about this one? The hour hand points to the 10 and the minute hand points to the 12. What time is that? That is 10 a.m., 10 o'clock, 10:00. Okay, so is that 10:30? No. Okay, how about this one? The hour hand, which is the smaller hand, is pointing between the 10 and the 12. Remember what the telling time guide told us? You would choose the smaller number, which is the 10, okay? And then the minute hand, which is the bigger hand, is pointing to the 6. So that is 10, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That says 10:30, this clock. Is that correct? Let's see.
10:30 a.m.
10:30 a.m., that is correct. It is 10:30. Okay, let's do one more.
Mary Beth arrives at the Fall Sports Festival at 11 o'clock a.m. Choose the clock that shows the time.
Okay, so Mary Beth arrives at the Fall Sports Festival at 11 a.m. Choose the clock that shows the time. Let's look. Okay, so we have 3 clocks here. This one is pointing to the 1 o'clock hour hand and the 12. So that shows 1 o'clock. Is that 11 a.m.? No. How about this one? Both the hour hand and the minute hand are pointing to the 12. What do you think that one is showing? 12 o'clock, 12:00. Is that 11? Let's see.
12 o'clock p.m.
No. How about this one?
1 o'clock p.m.
No. How about this one? This one? The minute hand is pointing to the 12, so that means the minutes are 00. And the hour hand is pointing to the 11. The hour is 11:00 or 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock a.m.
That is correct. The one that's pointing to the 11. Okay. Now we have a couple more minutes. Let's practice this a little more. Okay, I don't know if you have this page. I don't know if I sent this one to you. We'll try a couple more though. If you don't have it, that's okay. These are just to practice.
Mary Beth watches a soccer game at the Fall Sports Festival at 1:00 p.m. Choose the clock that shows the time.
Okay, so Mary Beth watches the soccer game at the Fall Sports Festival at 1 p.m. Which clock shows that time, 1 p.m.? Is it this one? The minute hand pointing to the 12, the hour hand pointing to the 1? Is it this one, the minute hand pointing to the the 6, and the hour hand pointing to the 1? Or is it this one, the hour hand pointing to the 5 and the minute hand pointing to the 12? Well, let's see. This one is
12:30 p.m.
12:30. And I'm sorry, it's not pointing to the 12, the 1. It's pointing in between 12 and 1. So it's 12:30. Is it this one? The hour hand is pointing to the 5, so it's 5 o'clock.
5:00 p.m.
5 p.m. is not 1 p.m. Or is it this one? Minute hand pointing to the 12, hour hand pointing to the 1.
1:00 p.m.
That's right, 1 p.m. Okay, and let's do one more.
Mary Beth leaves the Fall Sports Festival at 3:30 p.m. Choose the clock that shows the time.
Okay, so she leaves the sports festival at 3:30. What clock shows the time? 3:30. Let's see. Is it this one? Minute hand points to the 12. Hour hand points to the 4.
4:00 p.m.
That's 4 o'clock. No. How about this one? Is it the minute hand pointing to the 6 and the hour hand pointing in between the 3 and the 4? Maybe. It would be 3:30.
3:30 p.m.
3:30. That one's 3:30.
3:30 p.m.
That is the correct time. Okay, so that is our math lesson for today. I will see you tomorrow for a different lesson. Not quite sure yet. Maybe math, maybe science. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.